Your body, your brain, your mind, your heart. These are powerful organic tools that must be developed with practice, with discipline. Hey, what's up guys? I'm Jonathan White. I'm here to help you master your sexual energy so you can manifest your ideal life. If you want to learn more about sexual mastery, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to stay notified when I release new videos. Make sure you get my free ejaculation control course through the link in the video description below. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how having a daily practice changed my life. So in my earlier years, in my early 20s, like a lot of men, I had no real direction, no real motivation in my life. I was just kind of floating through life, you know. I would come home from work, I would smoke some weed, get really high, you know, I'd kind of sit around, play video games with my friends, you know, just kind of do whatever, right? But there wasn't really anything I was really like working hard towards. There really wasn't any way I was like improving myself every single day, right? When I was about 22 years old, I went through a really difficult breakup. You know, I'd been with this girl for several years and basically she left me for a friend. We all lived in the same house. I was sleeping on the couch while she was banging my friend, you know, one of these situations, right? And it was really painful for me. And it was at this point I was like, okay, I need to make a change in my life. Another thing that was happening was I was a musician at the time. I was having some shoulder issues, right? Because I played guitar and it was hard to play guitar because my shoulder hurt. And this led me to start practicing yoga. I heard, oh, you know, yoga can heal your body. So at 22 years old, I began practicing yoga. And this would be a discipline that, you know, kind of planted the seed for a lot of other changes to happen in my life. I was very lazy at the time overall. You know, okay, I had one, you know, discipline that was playing guitar. I would practice guitar, at least that was, you know, one discipline I had. But overall, I was pretty lazy, unmotivated. I lacked confidence in my life. So I was like, okay, well, I have to do this yoga thing because, you know, my body's fucked up. And so, you know, I took some yoga classes. At the time, I was a scrawny 6'1", 135-pound boy, right? And so the yoga class kicked my ass. I was like, damn, this is hard. You know, I'm holding these positions, I'm getting really tired because, you know, I had no muscles on my body at that time. And I was like, I don't know if I can keep doing this. This is hard. But I felt really good after doing yoga. I was like, wow, my mind feels a bit more clear. I feel a bit more focused. My mood feels a bit more balanced. And I found it, you know, obviously beneficial. I was like, okay, well, I have to do this. So I kept doing yoga. I would practice, you know, I started doing it every other day. You know, I would do 30 minutes to an hour of yoga practice. And this started to become a habit. You know, before long, I was doing it every day. And at the time, I still almost like dreaded it, like, oh, I have to do this thing. But I did it. You know, I got on the mat, I made myself do the practice, and I always felt great afterwards. And over the years, this practice evolved. I started practicing meditation as well. I remember the first time I practiced meditation, you know, I didn't really know exactly how you're supposed to do it. I'm like, okay, well, I think I just sit here, right? And like, I'm supposed to see like crazy images and stuff. So I just sat there. My thoughts are kind of running. I'm like, wow, this is really boring. But over the years, as I actually started training in meditation, training in yoga more and more, I noticed that my meditation started to become a bit more powerful. I was able to actually attain some sort of inner stillness, some sort of inner calmness. And I found that this carried over to the rest of my day. All of a sudden, I started feeling a bit more balanced, a bit more calm, not so reactive, not so driven by the emotions I was feeling, right? And when I was 25 years old, I began practicing Qigong. Because at the time I was very, very ungrounded. I felt like I needed more grounding. I didn't feel like I needed more energy in my life. Yoga just wasn't quite cutting it for me. And I heard about Qigong. I was like, okay, I'm gonna try this thing. And I started a form of Qigong called Jianzhuan, where you basically you stand in these postures, you hold your arms in certain positions for long periods of time. You know, I first began holding this position, embracing the tree. I did it for 10 minutes. And that first 10 minutes of doing that was hell for me. I was like, this is horrible. Like my shoulders hurt. It's hard to hold my arms up. I'm getting tired. I'm like, man, this sucks. But the rest of the day, I felt amazing. I felt super grounded. I felt very energized. I was having all these creative ideas. I'm like, wow, I guess this Qigong stuff really works. You know, it's difficult. It sucks to stand there in this position, but the benefits are incredible. You know, not much like beginning my yoga practice. It was a bit difficult at first, but the benefits were so obvious that I felt like I had to do it. So every day I started doing this Qigong practice. 10 minutes, I moved up to 15 minutes, 20 minutes of standing in these static positions, and things started to completely shift. And understand this time I had to force myself to do this. This wasn't like, oh, sweet, yeah, I'm just gonna do this practice, 10 minutes, no big deal. This was like, oh my God, I have to stand here for 10 minutes holding this thing. Like, it was a big ordeal for me every day, at least for the first month or two, but it slowly started to become a habit. And, you know, before long, I actually started to look forward to my practice. You know, I was like, oh, I can't wait to go do this Qigong practice, get all energized. And what I noticed was that I was becoming so much more calm, so much more centered, so much more grounded and energized throughout my day. And so now fast forward, you know, 7 years later, I'm practicing Qigong for over an hour a day. I'm meditating for an hour. I'm doing 30 minutes of yoga a day. Basically, I'm doing about 3 hours of practice every day. I'm also doing Tai Chi, Xing Chuan, internal martial arts. So having this daily practice for me, which was first doing a little bit of yoga, doing a little bit of meditation, a little bit of Qigong, it was kind of a gateway drug for me to have a serious, dedicated daily practice that gets me so high, so energized, makes me feel so good that I'm not going to quit anytime soon. And having this daily practice developed something that's very important for this modern world, and that's discipline, willpower, and the ability to put off instant gratification for delayed gratification. I didn't enjoy yoga the first few times I did it. I didn't enjoy Qigong the first few times I did it, but I felt so good afterwards, it was obvious that this was something I needed to push myself to do. And this discipline and willpower started to carry over into all other areas of my life. One reason I was able to, get into semen retention pretty easily. One reason I was able to let go of my porn addiction. One of the reasons I was able to become an entrepreneur, to get into business, to make a decision to no longer work 9-to-5 jobs and to become my own boss, basically, right? So I started to develop all this willpower, all this discipline, and this drive to create the life that I want. Had I, gone to that first yoga class, said, oh, this is too hard, I quit, Had I done that first Qigong practice, said, this is hard, I can't do this, and given up, I would still be sitting on my couch playing video games with my friends, smoking weed every day, stuck in my life, working minimum wage jobs, mowing lawns, cooking in kitchens, whatever. I would still be stuck. So the point I'm trying to make is that having some sort of daily practice, it doesn't have to be Qigong, it doesn't have to be meditation or yoga, but having something that you're doing every day that kind of pushes you out of your comfort zone. And, in the beginning, it's kind of a chore to do it because you're changing your habits. You're making a complete shift in your life, right? And it's not instant gratification. It's not like the first time you do it, it's just amazing, everything turns around, but you're planting a seed. You are starting to get into delayed gratification in that you're working hard for something that will pay off over time versus our world of instant gratification. Click on a video, click on a porn video, instant dopamine hit. Click on social media, instant, gratification. Sit on your couch watching Netflix, you feel good right now, but you feel like shit later. This is the approach. Having discipline, having a daily practice is what I think is essential for the survival of the human race at this time. We're living in this world where people give in to every impulse they have. It's like, well, I want to watch porn. Well, just do it. Well, I want to sit at home watching Netflix. Well, I'll just do it. It's like we're being rewarded for doing nothing. Sitting in front of screens all day. It's getting worse and worse every year as technology develops, as certain agendas roll out to keep humans as slaves. People are giving away their power for smartphones, for Netflix, for tube porn, for drugs, for pharmaceuticals, right? This disconnects you from that which makes you truly human, this internal organic technology, which is your body, your brain, your mind, your heart. These are powerful organic tools that must be developed with practice, with discipline. Qi cultivation, for example, the ability to cultivate qi to a level where it's radiating through your body makes you feel instantly high. You're having this like full body electrical sensation, which is incredibly pleasurable. That doesn't happen overnight. That's why these ancient energy cultivation arts, Tai Chi, Qigong, Xing Chuan, are not so common these days because they don't work overnight. You don't do it once and that's it. No, it takes months and years of developing your qi to get to a level where it starts to affect the physical body, to where it's powerful and tangible. But most people just give up and they never get anywhere in their life. So the point I'm trying to make here is that when you go against the grain, when you do something that pushes you outside of your comfort zone, when you work hard, you have discipline, you have willpower. You're not a dopamine addict. You're not a social media addict, a porn addict. You are remembering your connection to nature, remembering what it means to be a master of your mind, your body, to create in the world out of purpose and intention versus creating out of impulse and, well, I have this nagging desire, so I'm just going to give into it. The decisions we make every day in this context, right? Whether we do something that pushes our limits, pushes us out of our comfort zone, makes us a better person, or whether we just sit plugged into the matrix, absorbing video after video, social media post after social media post, porn video after porn video, dopamine hit after dopamine hit, becoming a mindless zombie, unable to think for yourself, unable to make decisions, becoming a slave to whatever manipulated information comes through that screen you're staring at all day. This is the most relevant time, more than ever, to begin a daily practice, to begin to challenge yourself, to cultivate your mind, cultivate your body, cultivate your qi, and to become a creator of a world you truly want to live in. So if you're not sure where to begin with the daily practice, I have some really great tools here on my YouTube channel. Check out my Qigong playlist, try one of those videos, follow it every day for a week, notice how you feel. what changes. I also have my sexual kung fu exercises playlist. There's some other exercises on there, but my Qigong playlist is a great starting point for having a daily practice that will inspire you to develop yourself more. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and leave a comment below. Have a great day, my friends.